Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy. Here we go, down here to shed hunt this sanctuary. I get pretty pumped up for this. Usually produces a handful of sheds. I've talked about putting a stand up over here the last couple years, but this year I'm going to get one up in there. However, I got to get permission from the neighbor to access through her driveway, so we're going to go see if that's going to be a possibility. And hopefully she says yeah, and then we'll play the rest of the day out from there. So we got permission to walk through her driveway. I'm really pumped up about that now. And we're going to go shed hunt it. Going to throw a stand up today and stay out of there, man. Like I said, it's our sanctuary, so we're usually out of there. And that's the plan now. As season rolled around, I realized the stand I put up was too deep. So I relocated it and the buck nest was born. I had a good year of hunting there. I just couldn't seal the deal on 2 bucks. So I've got 1 year of intel from the trail cams and 1 year of intel from hunting there. So for the 2018 season, I'll be ready. All right, out here shed hunting at the buck nest. Come across a pretty decent set, decent 8-pointer. I hunted over here last year, first time in this area for anybody on our farm. And had a pretty good rut here, had a couple opportunities in the same day, a couple different bucks, and just couldn't quite get it done. So back into scout mode, come across a decent set, and tell you what, I can't wait for this year. And I got a lot of intel last year from running the trail camera over here, so I know how the deer are using it. I hunted over here quite a bit, so got to see a lot of deer, kind of know how they're using it now, so I'm ready this year. Gonna be mid to late October. A lot of bucks started showing up at daylight, so I know this year I'll be able to get a little more aggressive and hopefully knock one down before I have a baby during the rut. So pretty pumped right now. Season is about a month away, and as October rolls around, this is where I'll need to be. November 3rd, up here in the buck nest, about 35 degrees, got a southeast wind, just perfect for this set. Had some decent activity on the cam over the last week and a half. So in daylight, got a real crazy heavy 10. So he's coming in and going out. Here's what I got going now. I got deer bedded downwind, 28 yards, and my wife is texting me saying that she's getting ready to have the baby. So I gotta figure something out. I gotta be able to get down. I can't see where the big doe is bedded, but I can see the fawn. It's gonna be a little tricky. I'm probably gonna end up just bumping them because I gotta get down and get to home and then to the hospital. I'm doing this interview and the deer's just still laying there. Alright, I was gonna sit here till like 11, maybe even later. And then we're supposed to have a baby tomorrow, but I think that's getting changed. We're gonna have a baby today. Oh man, dude, I thought it was gonna be a really good morning too. I mean, it was, but I thought the activity was gonna pick up about 9:30. That's what the cam's been showing for this last week. Haven't seen much rut activity. Pre-rut's been okay. Here in like a week, we got a nice cool front coming in, so hopefully we can go have this baby and get home and get tucked in and settled, and then hopefully next week when that cold front hits, I'll be able to get back out here. So, little sticky situation, but man, making the best of it right now. November 14th, here in the buck nest. Pretty chilly this morning. It's in the teens. It's supposed to get up, be decent. Sun's out, so that's gonna help. Got a nice southeast wind today and tomorrow. Planning on sitting all day, both days. So hopefully we can get one to come by. been a decent morning. Had some turkeys come in at first light, and then here a little bit ago I had a small buck come in behind me. I thought he was gonna bust me, but well, that was interesting. Trying to do an interview and update everybody, and that deer come sneaking in on me. Turned the Tacticam on and let it rip. Shot was a little far back. So dumb. All that time practicing and then a little far back on a 27-yard shot. Probably look at the footage here and see what it looks like. Alright, it's been a couple hours. Just been sitting here, haven't seen him exit this draw, and so I'm gonna get down, go get my arrow, and start there. Alright, here's the plan. Picked up my arrow. It looks a lot better than I thought it would, so feeling really good about that. We're gonna back out of here, go to the truck, switch our camo, because we're gonna be dragging a deer out of here later. Only thing I'm worried about is as warm as it's gonna get today, this snow is gonna melt. So it might be a little harder to get on blood when we get back in here this evening. Cody's gonna come down here and help me track when he gets off work, and that'll be about 7-8 hours, let him lay. So should be good.
It's right up here, man.
Where?
Right up here. Been down for a while.
Yeah.
Man, that veteran did work, man. Not the best shot ever, but
A little far back.
yeah.
There we go.
What do you think?
Pumped we found him.
Yeah.
Well, got it done today, November 14th, down here at Burlington, the Buck Nest. Probably my last year hunting, being able to hunt this piece. So we talked about on the podcast, you know, one goal of mine was to get a buck down here as my farewell to this place. I've hunted here for about 15 years. Been some great deer taken off this property, and I couldn't be happier to take a buck like this in my last year. I shot him a little far back, but the veteran broadhead did his job, man. Knocked him down about 110 yards. Come down the ravine and bedded about halfway up it, and that was all she wrote on him. So can't thank Matt and Cindy and everybody that makes the veteran broadhead. Man, I'm pumped right now. Be able to take this meat home. We've been hurting for meat here the last couple years, so get a good sized bodied buck down. Couldn't be happier right now, man. You know, I got down after a couple hours, called Cody, and he said, get down, look at your arrow, see what you got. And the arrow looked actually pretty good. It looked like liver, and you know, no gut on it, and didn't smell bad. Smelled just like a rutted up buck. So we still wanted to err on the side of caution and back out. So we waited 7.5, 8 hours or so, And then we come back in here and got on some blood, lost some blood, circled around a couple times, and then Cody spotted him, and I come up here and picked him up, man. So I think waiting was the right thing to do. From where he was laying, he would have been able to see me coming down the hill, and possibly could have jumped him. So definitely did the right thing by waiting, and it's the toughest thing to do. I was just telling Cody, it's the second worst thing in hunting is having to wait when you think you might have made a bad shot next to wounding an animal. So we thought this was a fatal shot, and it was. So we come in here after some time and picked him up. Alright guys, just backed into the house here, backed into the garage. Now we get to the fun part. We get to let Aiden see the deer. He's gonna be pretty pumped about that. I'm pretty pumped about it, so we're gonna see what his reaction is here.
Yeah, big buck.
Big bucks?
Yeah, big buck. Mommy.
Mommy's inside.
Inside.
And this is super awesome. First time Aiden's been able to see a deer that I've killed. That's a buck, and not it be 6 months after I shot it. So pretty cool for him to come out here, check it out. No matter what size it is, he thinks it's a big buck, and he's super proud of it. And you got anything you want to say?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
That one.
That one?
Yeah.
How about this one?
Huh?
How about this one?
That one.
Are we going to put him on the wall?
Huh?
Are we going to put him on the wall with the others?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess he's going to go on the wall, and we're going to be able to look at him forever. So you're probably wondering where my kill shot was. I left it out because this buck was not about that. It was about spending time with my best friend and my kids. It has been 4 years since I was able to get on blood and drag it to a dead deer with a bow. What am I feeling after coming a full draw on this buck? For that moment all year goes into, I am feeling excited, thankful, and outside my normal self. Excited because I put a good buck down. Thankful for the meat it will provide for me and my family. Outside my normal self because not a lot was perfect. I made a subpar shot, but it got the job done quick, fast, and ethically. Outside my normal self because this is a first for Aiden to see a buck I shot and able to hold it. Those moments are why I sent it, for him to be proud of the animal I chose, for us to learn from, to grow from, and get one more outdoor experience from start to finish. For him to tell me it was a big buck regardless of the size, he was proud of it, and so was I. Thinking about the work that had been put into the correct stand access, early risings, my gear, my prep, more than a few moments were put into reflection on the steer. I myself wanted to soak in this moment with my best friend and my son. After all said and done, I didn't shoot this deer for nobody else except me and my family. That's what you can learn from this. Shoot what makes you happy. Never do something against your own beliefs for anyone else, because I didn't, and I'm glad as hell about it.